We're going to show you how to set up your new NAVPRO HD Plus. It's a very quick, simple setup. Right now we have a simulated Ford radio desktop set up already. The unit is already turned on. We have a USB cable already pre-connected, but the device does include a USB cable in the box that you can utilize, as you can see right here. The USB cable does have an adapter to take the USB standard connection to a USB-C if you actually have one, as you can see here. And if you don't, you have USB standard to USB-C or USB-C to USB-C, and the device itself has a USB-C input connector. So I'm going to put this down so you can see the screen, and I am going to connect the device. So the device is now connected. Now, when you connect the device to the unit is going to give you an acknowledgement. It's basically thinking that you're connecting a smartphone that has CarPlay built into it. So once you make the connection, the device itself, it takes a couple of seconds, but once you see it turn on, the device is going to tell you, there you go. The device is recognized, the unit's going to turn on, AI box is starting. So as you can see this here. Now this only takes an initial setup. Once the box is plugged in and left in the vehicle, you're not going to have to run through this process anymore. But now that the device is turned on, everything is controlled via factory touch and factory commands. So if you were to swipe your finger left or right, you would see the icons moving around, of course. Now, over here, you see a quick shortcut of applications. Once you access certain icons, it's going to load them to the shortcut menu over here. Now, one of the other things you're going to notice in the device is when you touch the screen, you're going to see a white dot pop up. This white dot is a shortcut. This is quick access to other commands. Now, you have the home key, which of course takes you back to the home screen. You have the car icon, which takes you back to the original car screen. Because this is built on the Apple CarPlay platform, it's going to act as a factory feature, so you don't have to do any types of shortcuts or tricks to get back and forth between the two devices. Now, the Apple CarPlay icon was highlighted from obviously the device being recognized, so I'm going to push that. It's going to take me back to the same menu again. Simply push the screen. You've got here the... this is a back key, obviously, right here, if you want to go backwards. And then we're going to go ahead and let that shut down. Now we're going to go to the main portion of how you want to use this piece, which is for navigation function. So to utilize this for navigation, simply take the iGo icon. You're going to go ahead and push that. Now the device is going to launch. It may give you this initial startup screen right here that says it's loading it, but that is, again, only the first time. It doesn't have to do it again. Now, this device is set up for a simplified mode, as you can see right here. If you see this anytime in the future, you shouldn't see it once you make the change initially. Simply push the three lines. Over here is your primary menu. Scroll up until you see settings. Once you see settings, click on navigation map. Select navigation mode. You're going to push that button. You have three options to choose from. Click navigation default mode. Once you click and highlight that, hit your back arrow, and you will see the menu pop up, and now you are in navigation mode. Now, the unit has GPS antennas built inside the box here. You can actually tell that this unit is finding the GPS signal because there are 4 antennas there. Here, let me zoom in and show you. There you go. 4 satellites that actually see us, and that number will continue to grow as the unit finds GPS. And just so you know, the screen roll is from the recording. It has nothing to do with the device. The device actually has a perfect picture off of the factory screen. You can see that it gets worse as I get closer and farther away because it's relative to how the video is processing it. It's not based on the performance of the unit. So once the unit finds the GPS, the mapping will show up with our location of where we're positioned. And once that's done, then everything is good to go. You can simply push the arrow here, the 3 lines, and you have your options. New route. You can choose your route that you want. Combined search. Let's go ahead and say that we want to go somewhere or do something. There you go. Search name, whatever we want to call it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, here we can go just that place in San Antonio. Select as a destination. Waiting for GPS signal. Okay, because it hasn't found it yet. And then once it finds it, you're going to be good to go. It could be a little bit difficult to find because we are inside of a building that has metal slats for heat protection above us. So that's obviously a big no-no for GPS reception. But once we take it outside, it should be fine. So again, if we want to get out of this, you don't have to shut anything down. You don't have to close the navigation option. Just touch the screen. The white dot pops up. Push the home key, and it will take you back to the main menu. Now, if at any time you see apps on here that you don't want, you have the option to delete them or move them. Now, if you move them, you have to make sure there's room to where you're moving them to. So let's go to the main screen. This is our main screen, but there are a couple of icons on here I may not want the customer to see, like APK installer. So let's go ahead and get out of that. I'm going to push and hold it like you would a smartphone. Let me drag it all the way over to the end of the menu options here, and there should be a blank tile. There it is. Okay, there's a blank tile. Now, I just made room on the main menu here to move another icon over. Now, let's say I want to delete one. You can obviously just push and hold it. It should give you the option to delete it in the upper left corner, but you don't necessarily have to. You can just move it out of the way. Sorry about the screen, just tilt it over. There we go. Okay. Let's just move that over here all the way. Okay, room right there. Now we're going to take our iGo map that we want on the primary screen. Go ahead and push and hold that. Push and hold that. Move that over to the main screen. Okay, we're going to choose where we want to place it. I like it there. And we're good to go. And now your quick accessibility is located right there. So that's how to use the system. That's how to get the setup going. Obviously, if you need any further information, just give us a call. But it's pretty cut and dry, as you can see. Everything is definable on the screen. Thank you very much.